Those in the Sooner Nation will tell you that practice doesn't officially start until Febechi Nwaiwu arrives.
Super high energy guy. He always comes out to practice screaming, and he never seems to have a bad day, and that lifts everybody up.
You'll hear him running around practice yelling yeah all the time. He can be loud sometimes, but it's fun. He's just never a dull moment with Feb.
This former walk-on at North Texas has been a consistent contributor since arriving on campus last year.
He's the best offensive player, in my opinion, on the team. Not even a skilled player, but he just, overall, he knows what he's doing. He's technically sound. He's the most consistent guy on the team.
He loves his team. He's passionate, and he's not going to sit out because of some little injury. He's going to play for the guys because he loves us.
Head coach Brent Venables says Febechi is a changed man this season.
Brings out the best in guys. He shows up every single day, the same guy, but he's got an agenda on making sure that he has a strong legacy, making the place better than when he got here. So his whole mindset has completely changed. Everything's for the better. His ability to play at an all-SEC type level. He wasn't anywhere close to that when he got here, a short time ago.
He's the type of leader who makes a great impact on his teammates.
He's a role model to me. He shows me what I want to be, when I get to year 4 and things like that. And just, he's a motivator, man. Like, he really did put in all the work, and it goes to show how he plays.
When you watch his film, it's almost teach tape. And then when you get him outside, he knows how to bring people along with him.
And Febechi has what coaches call the it factor.
Just got a light inside of him that endears himself to his teammates and coaches.
His laugh is super big, and his smile is super big, as everybody knows. So it's just super fun to be around.
Great humility and respect for his opportunity. And those are reasons why, I know he's going to be successful in every part of his life.
Please welcome Burlsworth Trophy finalist, Febechi Nwaiwu.
Well, Febechi, watching that, what happened to you from your junior year to your senior year for them to brag on you like that?
I don't know, man. Like Coach V said, I kind of changed my mindset. Not that my mindset was bad before, but I just knew that I had to take it to another level, especially after the year that we had the year before. I knew my teammates needed me. I knew that we needed kind of a force, if you could say, on the O-line. So I decided to really step into that role.
Your whole team must have done that. You lost to Navy in a bowl game, and now here you are in the college playoff. Talk about what it takes to go from the loss to where you are now.
It's about rebuilding everything about yourself. When you take a loss like that, especially a loss that I, took part in, it's basically back to rebuilding, going back to the basics, doing everything you can to just be a better version of yourself.
Now, your family background goes back to Nigeria. If you'd have been born there and lived there, would you have even known what football is?
I don't know. I think I would. I like to think that I would, find it eventually and, maybe try to ask my parents to come over here and play it because I love this sport. And, I feel like it will transcend the nation.
Mm-hmm. So you're coming out of high school. I assume you didn't have enough offers that you ended up walking on at North Texas. Why did you choose North Texas?
Actually, my first walk-on position I was going to go to was at UH, and I had talked to some of my coaches, and they had just recommended that I go to UNT, and honestly, that was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Why? What happened to you there?
Just the people there, the coaches. Coach Morris is over there. I made lifelong brotherhoods. Those guys over there, they mean a lot to me. I truly believe that, God does everything for a reason, and he's sitting here today because of that.
Okay, so then you decided after 3 years, I want to do something different. Why Oklahoma?
Well, Oklahoma, one, because, we have one of the best offensive line coaches in the nation. And, also I really wanted to play big boy football, Power 5, Power 4, I guess now football. So, why not do it in the biggest league? So when Oklahoma gave me the opportunity, I had to take the chance.
And what have you enjoyed most about that experience?
Just the competitiveness. I love to compete, and then also my teammates. I love all my teammates. I think that's part of the reason why I'm able to go out there every day and have fun and, bring the energy because I truly love the sport. I truly love my teammates. I truly love my coaches.
Okay, so I don't know how much you knew the SEC before you went there, but Alabama was kind of the giant of the league, and you've already beaten them twice. Are you going to make it 3 times?
That's the plan.
You've also played against Texas. What's it like talking to a guy from Texas? Because that's a pretty big deal, Oklahoma, Texas.
I'm just trying to keep it cordial. So, he's not, all the other contestants, they're all great people, including Michael. You guys heard his story. He's an incredible athlete and a great player.
I forgot to ask him if you ever tried to block him, and you're playing 60 or 70 offensive plays. Did you ever have to block him?
He did come around the corner one time. I tried to get him, but kind of didn't go out my way. Kind of threw him into the quarterback there, but technically wasn't my guy. If you want to say right, Coach? He technically wasn't my guy. I was trying to help, and he came around. I kind of pushed him into the quarter. It's okay.
Michael, aren't you glad you weren't his guy?
If he was my guy, I would have got him for sure. For sure.
That's great. What did you know about the Burlsworth Award before you got nominated?
So I didn't really know too much, honestly. I've always watched the movie, growing up.
You did? You have one? You've seen it?
Yes, sir, I've seen it. And so then I made sure to go back and watch it again because, whenever you're a kid, watching a football movie, you're not thinking too deep into it. You're just thinking like, okay, it's a football movie. I love football. Let me watch this movie, So when I got nominated for the semifinalists, I really wanted to go back and make sure I did my research on it. And, his story and, what he meant to people, I was, that's what I want to mean to people. And that's what I want my story to sound like. I want my story to sound like, this guy, he has unrelenting effort, works extremely hard, and he brings people together. I think those are some of the best compliments that anybody can receive, and I'm just extremely grateful and honored to even be considered for this award.
Well, we're honored to have you here. Febechi Nwaiwu, what a good story, huh?